Ah yes, for some, Magic Kingdom is the literal definition of a theme park. The castle, the familiar and iconic rides, Mickey Mouse. It's no wonder Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom is the world's most visited theme park.
Oh, it's a castle! It's a castle! Oh my days! Zoe, what do you think of the big castle?
It's very big. No, it's good, isn't it? It looks good.
Time to join everyone else in the big queue at the front waiting for the park to open.
So our day at Magic Kingdom began with admiring the castle and arriving prior to the opening to take part in early entry given to hotel guests. At this point, Zoe wanted to take the obligatory photo in front of the castle. So we thought, why not? Let's let the cast members do it for us with their proper camera.
Look at those tragic photos. Are you happy with that?
No. The lighting. Looks like we made up. Like, oh, we're at Disney. Look at that. You're here. Isn't that terrible?
Yep, it's genuinely terrible. And we really did visit Disney World despite the fake looking pictures. Magic Kingdom was our first stop on a tour of 8 theme parks within Orlando. I'm a big theme park nerd, having visited lots of theme parks across Europe. Surprisingly, Disney World was one that still needed to be ticked off. So, we got our obligatory incredibly awful official photo and continued with our day.
I don't know where we're going. Do you know where we're going, Zoe? It's very dark.
See, normally I know what I'm doing when it comes to theme parks. The long flight the evening before and the surprising amount of people in the parks before it had even opened just threw me off. I panicked with directions and so we ended up rope dropping Space Mountain. At least we rope dropped something, right?
Space Mountain was fun, wasn't it?
It was really fun actually, wasn't it? We were laughing the whole way.
Well, everyone else on our train wasn't having as much fun as we were, which is a bit of a shame, but we were enjoying ourselves, that's the main thing. It's weird, isn't it? I was surprised at how bright it was inside actually.
Yeah, you could see a lot of it, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could see most of the support, so I was a bit reluctant to put my hands up because I know how tight it is up there. So I had my hands half up like this the entire way around, which is, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, really cool, the lights are cool, one ride down, good way to start the day.
And we got the fast track one.
Yeah, so we've been on Omega and now we need to go on Alpha to make sure that we've got both of the creds. So yeah, one of the 2 down and good start.
I can confirm we got a ride on Alpha later. Omega is better though, for some reason. Anyway, while in the general area, I thought we'd knock out some of the smaller dark rides. The Little Mermaid and Winnie the Pooh were just around the corner. Kind of. The queues were still short, so we took advantage of doing the less impressive things quickly.
One thing, the problem with Florida so far, too cold, isn't it?
It's cold.
Too cold.
It's actually freezing. It's actually freezing cold.
Could someone turn up the temperature, please?
Yeah.
We thought it would be, quite hot, 25 degrees Celsius. I think it is meant to be 25 degrees Celsius later, but at the moment...
The wind is
Yeah. Do you want to stand in that big queue behind you?
No, thank you very much.
Got to at some point.
Not yet.
Most of the queues were short this early in the morning. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train queue is never short. It was a lovely 90-minute wait at this point. That would be a pain to experience later, at some point when we could be bothered.
Done Ariel?
Winnie the Pooh. Ariel's the best so far. It was actually a really good ride, aerial ride.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh, standard. Love the Tig a bit, but yeah, standard.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh ride system was very cool. As Zoe said, the bouncing of the train for the Tig a bit was a lot of fun. And Ariel was good. It's very nice, nice, relaxing little dart ride. Anyway, now for It's a Small World. So far, so good.
Cracking on.
Been on Space Mountain, very good.
Ariel,
very good. With the pop.
Winnie the Pop. Yeah.
Well,
Meh.
it's alright.
Fine.
It's not bad.
Small world. Meh. Done it now.
Oh, done it.
Now we're doing the wonderful Carousel of Progress.
Yeah. And People Mover. Because it's starting to get a little bit more busy.
Very, very busy.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Well,
we
was.
got Genie Plus, so all of the like 60-minute queue time stuff we're
gonna
do on that rather than.
those.
So we got Jungle Cruise at like 1:30.
I was told relentlessly how annoying yet important Genie Plus might be to our trip. That's the new paid-for fast track feature that lets you skip the lines to some of the rides. After countless hours of research, I finally decided that Magic Kingdom, thanks to its many, many popular rides, would be a good place to test it out. We spent $17 each in the hopes of skipping a few 60-minute queues, including Jungle Cruise. The thing is, Genie Plus is all about agility. You can reserve a skip the queue for your first ride at 7 AM, way before the park opens. What a lovely experience that is, waking up early and stressing about skipping the queue of an attraction you won't be riding for many hours to come. Anyway, speed is of the essence. I let the side down and fumbled. I finally made my reservation at 7:03, and by this time, the first slot for Jungle Cruise was 1:30 PM. I didn't make that mistake twice.
So we got Jungle Cruise at like 1:30.
Yep.
And we'll watch the parade at 12.
Yeah.
So,
It's happening.
vibing.
I'm not a huge fan of Disney characters, but man, parades are just cool. The detail of each float, the quantity of them, is just genuinely impressive. I'd also waited years to see arguably the coolest Disney float ever, the fire-breathing dragon. Anyway, back to the rides. Before watching the parade, we took a ride on the People Mover, which was novel. It's a neat way to see the sights, but it doesn't really do much. But that's probably the point. It did allow me to get angry at the white blob over in the distance. You know, the ride that was announced 7 years ago that still hasn't opened? Tron! Of course, we didn't ride it. It was testing relentlessly, but we didn't ride it. Pretty tragic, really. You would have thought that with the closure of Splash Mountain, now would be the perfect time to open Tron. Alas, what do I know? Carousel of Progress. It's a carousel which progresses through show scenes. Like what I did there. It seems to be an appreciated classic to most people. Again, it was novel. The concepts and execution were cool, the music got a bit repetitive, and the jumps between the time periods were sometimes a little weird. Generally, it was unique. I can see why it's liked, but I also see why they don't really exist elsewhere. Oh, and there's Tomorrowland Speedway. We didn't do that because I didn't want to lose multiple years of my life to exhaust fumes.
How do you feel that you just used the fabled Tangle toilets?
Incredible. It's been a dream for a long time.
A dream come true?
Yeah.
Wow. I had the slight problem of being so tall that I could look over the walls of the store, which is a bit much. So the entire time I'm like almost crouching, so that it feels that's awkward.
Yeah.
So there you go. Tangle toilets. Overrated.
Overrated.
I mean, they're not that good, are they? What?
No. The outside is.
Yeah, the outside's lovely.
The inside's fun.
The inside looks like toilets.
The Tangle toilets are conveniently located next to Haunted Mansion, the park's spookiest ride. I'm a fan of classic Ghost Train-esque rides, and I'm a fan of Haunted Mansion. The number of practical effects throughout the ride, from the little door knockers to the huge scene at the end, is impressive. Not at all scary, but impressive. Hey, look at that, it's 1:30, time for Jungle Cruise. I don't like it. It's low quality dad joke humour. Maybe it's because I'm British, or maybe I just have a weird sense of humour. We sat at the front right next to the host, which felt awkward. The whole ride seems to revolve around the interaction, the banter. There's stuff to see, but it really doesn't hold up by itself. All in all, I'm really glad we didn't wait 60 minutes for it. Nearby is a theme park classic, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's one of those rides which I feel I've ridden hundreds of times, even though I haven't. It's impressive, the number of characters and animatronics is great, but you can tell it's not the newest thing in the world. It's a middle-of-the-line Magic Kingdom ride. The next reservation I scored on Genie Plus was Peter Pan at around 5:30 PM. I'd also managed to get one for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, because why not? Who doesn't love a mine train? Me. I don't like this mine train. Okay, to be fair, the 85-minute queue was only 60 minutes. I can deal with that. 60 minutes for a ride which provides nothing. Did you know the trains actually swing by themselves? Yeah, you wouldn't by watching it because they barely swing. So he told me off for trying to make them swing on the lift hill. The kid behind seemed to enjoy it though. Hey, look at that! A Genie Plus reservation for Space Mountain. After a break before Seven Dwarfs, and a break to eat a non-turkey tasting turkey leg after Seven Dwarfs, I don't recommend it, it was time for our trio of Genie Plus reservations. Finally, a quality theme park attraction. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is iconic. It's the roller coaster of roller coasters. Whipping around the landscape, diving through tunnels, seeing the other trains speed around you the entire time, quality. It's not the most intense ride, but it doesn't need to be. There are moments of intensity and small pops of airtime, but it is a family coaster at the end of the day, and a beautiful one at that. On the complete other end of the scale, Peter Pan. Oh Peter, why is your ride so terrible? A 90-minute wait. Oh, thank God for Genie Plus in that context. It's tacky and weird and short and it doesn't make sense and I don't like it. Fortunately, we had the final Genie Plus reservation to cleanse the palate. Space Mountain is the best ride at Magic Kingdom. Not because it's a good roller coaster, not because there's a lot going on inside of the mountain itself, because it's janky as hell. The ride makes no sense. It throws you around, there's sudden drops, sudden climbs, sudden turns. It's simply the definition of fun. Not bad for a ride which opened in 1975. Okay, now it's late in the day. We've done the rides, we've seen the parade, we've walked past the long character meet queues. There's only one thing left, the show. Magic Kingdom and all Disney castle theme parks are iconic for their fireworks shows. I'm talking about huge impressive displays with heartstring pulling soundtracks to match. Well, the Magic Kingdom show is certainly not that. Disney Enchantment, as they call it, has cool fireworks, but it doesn't hit. It feels like a poorly constructed showreel for Disney movies and characters. Disney themselves know it's bad because its predecessor returns on the 3rd of April 2023. So that's a yikes. Tinkerbell is pretty cool though, I'll give them that. Okay, so let's round up. The good? Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom has a lot of rides for all different ages. The castle is pretty iconic, and the park is generally easy to navigate and understand. It also has a great parade. Who doesn't love a fire-breathing dragon? The bad? Through no fault of its own, the Magic Kingdom feel is overdone. It's not unique, but samey, familiar in a, oh this is boring kind of way. Over the decades, theme parks around the world have copied Disney's attractions. Space Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Haunted Mansion, these are now all classic theme park tropes. I've ridden countless rip-offs of these rides across non-Disney theme parks. The novelty, it just isn't there anymore. These, as well as the choice of design for many of the areas, make most of the place feel fake and disingenuous. Theme parks are meant to transport you out of the real world and into a new reality, but it just doesn't really do that. It's obnoxious and unfriendly. Ultimately, I'm a theme park guy, not a Disney guy. The average person might enjoy the characters, the castle and the tropes. I simply don't. I enjoy quality theme park experiences, and Magic Kingdom for the $169 price tag just isn't that. This isn't an amusement park filled with roller coasters, it's Disney World. A premium price tag warrants a premium feel. The entire park feels like a rip-off of something else, even though it is the real deal. There are hints of quality in there, moments where you can see the potential, but perhaps that is just Magic Kingdom. The park is familiar and unchanged, so it can thrive off nostalgia and make adults reminisce over their childhood memories. Sadly, I don't do nostalgia. So, theme park 1 of 8 ticked off. It can only be up from here, right?